There are a lot of creatives right now who are probably at home who feel like, you know what, I cannot do this music thing anymore because I don't feel as though I'm getting anywhere. But then there are people who are actually rooting for them that they don't know are rooting for them, and we need that. Creatives need that.
Catching up with Chrissy D. Why are you so passionate about music?
I've been loving music from the time I was born. I was that baby that would do the little cute little bumps in the diaper. I was that kid. So really and truly, it has been the only thing that when I land on this earth that I naturally love without any effort whatsoever, and I cannot imagine my life without it. I am just music.
Outside of singing, what other arts are you interested in?
All. Definitely all. Before I came on the scene as Chrissy D, I was a dancer originally. If you were somebody who used to go to the cavalcades, you probably would have seen me break dancing. But you won't recognize me because I was really, really, really tiny. But I was that girl that was dancing real hard amongst the men. After that, it was media. I love content creating straight out. I just love the opportunity to be creative. And I've worked on TV as well too. But you know, at this point in life, I am just whatever gives me the chance to be creative, I am here for that.
What do you love so much about creating content?
Because I can do stuff like this. Because I can truly be myself without having to feel like somebody watching me. Though I don't care. You will find me a Massimo walking through the aisles. I am not the slightest bit bothered. But I love the fact that I get to be this. What's the word I'm looking for? This out there on camera.
Did you have training in how to excel in media?
This is definitely naturally me. The crazy thing is I ended up doing mass communication at Barbados Beach Club, dropped out, hashtag college dropout. Don't be like me when you get older, folks. But really and truly, this has always been me, and that's the reason why I ended up doing mass communication. But then I realized, you know what, that's not what I wanted to study. I actually want to go back to school and study psychology because I'm also very passionate about that kind of stuff as well too. But in terms of the personality and all that stuff, this is me from day one. From day one. Microphone in the house, letting about. I remember being a kid and telling somebody, one day I can replace Belle Holder on TV, you know. And she knows that. She knows that every time you see me, she always laughs. I'm like, I'm waiting. So this has always been Chrissy.
How does content creation and being an artist combine in this digital age?
First things first, let me say if you are an artist and you have not figured out yet what you want to do on social media, it's okay. It has been taking me some time, that's the truth, because when you get on social media, most people want you to do the pictures. And then I slowly figured out that I don't want to be the person that's doing the photos. I want to do more. And I had to take time to figure out what my more is. I will say that social media has given us the platform where we can just build and expand the audience. When we release music, it's like, okay, great, I have 10,000 or 20,000 or 50,000 people who are right there waiting for new music. I definitely recommend you to find out what is your thing, what is your niche, because most people do go the route of just posting photos, and that might not be you. Like, they have people who do covers, they have people who do, like me, I'm starting to do the whole lifestyle thing because I'm realizing that people like my personality, so I'm giving you a chance to see it more. So like I'm doing smoothie videos, and there's so much more content like that coming from me. So I definitely say, as an artist, use social media, find what works for you, and it's okay if you don't like it too much. If you need to hire somebody to help you manage it, that is fine, but it is our opportunity to show the world truly what we are made of. I always had this vision for my life where I myself wanted to be a brand. I wanted to be a household name that everybody can say, you know, we want Chrissy D to represent us. She's amazing. And I can see myself walking into these meetings with some fluffy shoes on that look like a teddy bear and a onesie that look hard, and people just accept me for exactly who I am, or a pair of Crocs on. That is what I see in the future.
How important is it to have support as a creative coming up?
It is extremely important. The crazy thing is, when people believe that you are talented, they also believe that you don't need help. And to me, that is a problem. Because, for instance, when it comes to music and sharing your music or promoting your music and that kind of stuff, you send it to others and say, well, promote it for me. A lot of people who believe in you, and I know it sounds really weird, but a lot of people who believe in you say, you know what, I don't have to because she or he's super talented. I don't have to put in my 2 cents. They'll be fine. And that is not the case. And that is not the case. And there's something important as giving somebody their roses when they're here, because there are a lot of creatives right now who are probably at home who feel like, you know what, I cannot do this music thing anymore because I don't feel as though I'm getting anywhere. But then there are people who are actually rooting for them that they don't know are rooting for them, and we need that. Creatives need that. So I'm telling you, the support, because you can be so amazing, but if you don't have the support, it's either gonna take you longer to get to where you're supposed to be, or you're gonna tap out halfway.
How should you try to connect to an audience outside of your social circle?
Well, first things first, once you understand what your true niche is, and I mean your niche and not the niche of those around you, you will then attract who's attracted to that niche. That's the best way to put it. So your only job is to do you, be you, and those who love what you do will come to you. If it's the terms where you want to break away from something, I do recommend taking a moment. I've done it before. I've ducked out from social media. If you monitor my social media, you'll see sometimes Chrissy D disappears. And that's because I need to take a minute to like really figure out what I want to do, what is the next direction for me, and to make my own decisions. Because it's very easy for people to tell you, well, I want you to do this and I want you to do that. You should be like this and be like that. You really need to find out who you truly are and what you want to do.
Do you believe sometimes the vocal approach in soca music is too pretty sometimes?
I believe at this point, there's a space for everybody. Before, when soca first started being a big thing, everybody needed to be rough. But right now, look around, we got Patrice Roberts, we got Voice, we got people who make a career off of singing pretty. So I believe there's space for everybody. I will say that when it comes to the power, if you want to sing pretty, mix it up. I have definitely been guilty of the singing pretty thing when I first came out, and I've had multiple people tell me, Chrissy D, rough it up a little bit, man, what happened to you when they sing. So I found a way to just bounce in between the two, but there is space for everybody. Again, back to the niche thing. Do you, and your fans will follow you the direction that you are. At the end of the day, Patrice has her own fans, Voice has his own fans. There's space for everybody.
What advice would you have for females entering the music industry?
If you're a female and you want to come into the industry, what I will say is get a man to stand in front of you. I know we want to say girl power, yeah, and all that stuff, fantastic. But when it comes to the industry, you need a male to be in front of you, or you need a female whose energy is strong enough to battle men. I would not recommend going to studios by yourself saying you want to work with anybody. I wouldn't recommend you. Not saying that, but just be careful.
Do you think there needs to be more female producers?
For sure. Right now, I just purchased a keyboard and I just purchased a guitar. And that's mainly because I want to learn how to produce. Mainly for myself, but at some point, if I can perfect it, I definitely will produce for others. You know, at the end of the day, I'm saying what I'm saying. It's not an issue where people can be like, oh, I'm trying to come in the industry now. No. We got some good people in the industry. We got some good producers in the industry. But I'm just saying to be careful. And what I'm saying is not anything that nobody doesn't know. We hear about Hollywood. We hear about the world. We understand when it comes to female. At the end of the day, if you're a woman and you're working in your workplace, you understand. As long as there's male and females, there might always be a little bit of discomfort. So definitely we need a lot more women in the game for sure.
What is the most fun you have ever had on stage?
Whew! Soca Royale.
Tell that story.
So my thing is, that year, I definitely walked into crop over season with my mindset. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to finals this year. And it was mainly for me to prove a point. Because before that, I kind of was just coasting musically and just, you know, doing it bit. And I was like, you know what? If I really try, I believe I could get in the finals. So I told my family, I was like, hey, y'all know now. It's February. I get in the finals this year. So if when I go, I get close for Soca Monarch, get close for Soca Monarch, but I get in. Everybody was like, oh, you know, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. But if you don't, you know, it's okay. I said, no, I got it. The night of semifinals, and I walk on stage. I wasn't feeling too well. And I walk on stage. I was like, I'm gonna give this all I got, regardless of how I feel right now, because I won't be in the finals. When they announced my name, I was still in position standing up. Everybody else left. I was like, I'm not leaving because I'm gonna stand out right here and I'm gonna wait for my name to be called. Second name on the list was mine. I said, all right, good. I want you guys to know that I went to Soca Royale all with the intention to have a grand time on a big stage, because again, this is my passion. I wasn't studying winning. I wasn't studying anything like that. If I won, fantastic, great. But my whole thing is I wanted to perform on that stage. I wanted to perform with all the big dogs and be like, yeah, I had this moment, I experienced this. And let me tell you, best moment of my life. I definitely would do it again. I remember being backstage and all I'm caring about is like, I can't wait to perform on that stage. That stage looks so good and the speakers sound so good, like excited. That's all I was studying. I definitely want to do that again.
What advice would you have for other young ladies coming into the industry?
Just step forward and just contact anybody. With me, I saw blood in Sheraton and I just run behind it. That's never been the story that we'll want to hear. They will always expect some fascinating introduction of Chrissy D. No, I just run behind blood in Sheraton yelling, blood! And I was like, yeah, no, I can sing. And I kind of want opportunity to sing. So you interested in bringing in a new artist? And he was like, sure. Simple. So the next day, I went to the studio. The same time, I write the song, record it, everything on the spot. So definitely just reach out to anybody you look up to, really and truly. You'll be surprised that a lot of these entertainers that you look up to are actually really amazing. Especially Andy, especially Mikey, Gine, two of them especially. They're superb, always willing to give information to the young artists. So I will recommend linking 1 and 2, even if you link there and then you move around over the years, but at least just try to get in.
And now the legacy question. What do you want to be remembered for?
Shh. I definitely want to leave behind my energy. I want that everybody who ever mentions my name laughs, and not laugh like I was an idiot. I mean laugh like pure joy. Like, that girl was amazing, pure vibes. Her personality was bright when she walked in the room. It was just phenomenal. That is what I want to be remembered by, and that's daily what I strive to be. I strive to be a pure energy that when I land in the room is all good vibes. Definitely want everybody to remember my music. That's why I take my time and try to write music that you can put with your memories. So when you on a fat, my song plays. So you always tell yourself, every time you hear that song for the rest of your life, you remember that moment in the fat. And that's the reason why, right? I don't release that type of heartbreaky music, because I don't want that when you think of me, that you and your feelings. I don't want that type of vibes anymore, at least. So yeah, I just try to create some music that pure vibes, at least going forward for sure. Ooh! Instagram is Chrissy D Official, YouTube, Chrissy D space official, and TikTok, of course, watch Chrissy D. Alright, so next year, guys, 2022, listen, I know things have been hard. Focus on me. I know things have been real hard. And I know that you guys have been missing Crapo as much as I've been missing Crapo. So you see 2022. We outside! Definitely, guys, I will be outside next year with Lux Carnival. We got 3 big events coming up. Make sure you check out their page and check out my page to find out what's going on. Join the bands. Let me vibe.